really like the evil scientist.
Those are my flyers. There's 10 proofs you could test yourself.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah, no, totally.
I want one.
All right, I got a stack in the car, dude. I love you guys, dude. So.
Is your contact information on this?
Instagram is my Instagram got everything on there's been deleted in like the last few months. So
I don't have social media.
guys, I lost like 200,000 subs. 200,000 people who used to listen to what I say like almost every day. I don't talk to anymore because they shut down my Yahoo account. They deleted my Yahoo email.
Okay, that's the part that
I don't know. Like all of a sudden one day I didn't have a Yahoo
like,
account.
This is non-information. It's like
Weird.
Who cares? Even if it
Instagram.
is wrong, you're allowed to fucking put your opinion
Right?
out
If
there.
I'm talking about unicorns, if anybody's like, oh, I saw a unicorn, right? You know, da da da. That what?
That's like an even bigger issue than the debate about.
Yeah, no.
The censorship. Yeah, yeah. That's a good point. I've never actually even heard anyone say that. The censorship is worse. It's almost like they're derailing the conversation about censorship, just to like, oh, let's talk about Trump or Biden. You know what I mean? Like, you know, as long as they can get you arguing about something other than the fact that anyone thinking for themselves is getting their shit wiped out. Doctors.
How do satellites work?
Satellites? Okay, so there's 4 ways that satellites are really working. They have high altitude balloons, temporary helium balloons. NASA buys more helium than any company or any freaking person on the freaking Earth. Fiber optic submarine communication cables run 98% of data between the countries. So like fiber optics is like.
Satellites are used for a lot more than that.
But satellites are temporary helium balloons, just so you know, because space is fake.
Starlink,
So to think,
I mean,
again, all right, or
Elon
the
Musk has been like one of the most outspoken, like fucking crazy dudes. I don't know.
he is crazy because space is fake. Wait till everyone finds out, and the government's been giving him $4 billion a year. Like, everyone thinks he's just like some entrepreneur who started PayPal. No, bro. The government gives him $4 billion with a B.
He owes
Not with
11
the
billion
Not with-
in taxes this year.
Fair enough. Cool. I mean,
He's making more than 4 billion.
Drop in a bucket of $4 billion.
I just saw an interview of him with Joe Rogan, and he's afraid to do planes.
I don't like Joe.
And he's like, Elon Musk said, oh, yeah, with Tesla, we're not going to do planes. My brain would explode. He says he did Starlink. You know what I mean? Like, this is the guy going to Mars, and he can't do planes.
That, like,
Infrared blocks out all the color spectrum, so all the pictures are in black and white, right? That's what the military uses to, like, see really far, because, like, yeah, there's a lot of refraction because of the air. It's like, air is like really thin water, right? So if you're looking through water, like, you can't see the other side of the fucking pool, dude.
I don't
So-
like,
so-
take a shower to somebody else's.
Yeah, it refracts light, and so, but also there's a diminishing because there's stuff there. Like when I look at you, a lot of people think, oh, it's just you're there. No, there's like a whole bunch of stuff between us. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff here.
right. But I can
You know?
see.
Have
I
you
can
looked
see,
at the
I
other
can see
like were you
I can literally
ground
see a
truther before?
constellation of
Yeah,
fucking
30 years,
Starlink
yeah, die hard.
satellites traveling across the sky, like.
Yeah. Okay. So fair enough.
And why?
For how long?
The only one more question for you. Why does the like position of the stars change throughout the night?
Of course, because the sky rotates. It's cyclical in nature. So that's why we have constellations, right? Like the Big Dipper, Little Dipper. If the stars were all moving and everything's moving because of gravity and we're moving through the Milky Way, but gravity pulls everything towards center, right? So everything in space would be collecting towards like everything
Center
else
relative.
in space, right? So gravity causes things to orbit in perfect circles, but also crash into the Earth.
Not perfect circles though.
Okay, elliptical circles.
No.
So speeding up and slowing down. That's what's funny, dude. Gravitational orbit has never been proven. Ever. You have never seen something orbit something else because of mass. You've never seen it. You can see something orbit something else because of electrostatics, like the Space Needle when Don Pettit, allegedly on the ISS, he gets a fucking static needle and he gets a little drop of water to rotate around it. It's actually a really cool video.
That's just magnetics.
Magnetics, exactly. And then also you can have quantum locking. So I don't know if you guys ever seen quantum locking where like they get this disc to rotate above. It's like levitating. So those are the only two kinds of orbits: observable, demonstratable, provable.
But those are also pretty small.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now we're special pleading. You need a really, really big ball, right? I mean, something I can't demonstrate. It's special pleading fallacy.
What?
I mean,
Okay.
fair.
That's fair. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just being logical here.
there is like, you know.
Yes. I haven't heard anyone say that in a while, dude. Or I used to. No. Connected to everything. The dome is gold.
Like the demonstrated, like the visual of it, like the breathing kind of motion of like this thing that we're in.
Okay, so golden ratio. What phi is that? Is that phi like the fractal, like the snail? Okay, so yeah, there's phi and there's pi. Like pi is the circle, right? And then phi is like the snail thing.
Yeah. The spiral.
And they're like one and the same, or they like go within.
Well, literally, like all.
They're both
plants
infinite.
kind of grow in that like towards the sun. You know.
Exactly.
That Fibonacci sequence,
Yes,
yeah, it's
exactly.
super wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like everything in nature is like mathematical. Like you can calculate like how many leaves are gonna come off all the freaking branches of the sky. You've got 28 days for the moon, 365 for the sun.
Wait, say this one more time slower. I wanna memorize this.
This one more time
Put it in
slower,
your
I want to
memory
memorize this.
palace.
No one got that. No. Okay, so the moon has a 28-day cycle. That's why they have a story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare runs faster, so the sun moves faster through the sky every day. The moon moves slower, but it completes its cycle in 28 days, going from, if you look at like a sun analemma or a moon analemma, it's a figure 8 pattern, the sign for infinity, because the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Right? And like you were saying the golden ratio, and I said we live in a dome. We all live in a yellow submarine, which is a golden freaking color. SpongeBob has that character that lives in a pineapple under the sea. It's like one of the
SpongeBob does live in the pineapple.
yeah.
am I
It's
right?
like one of the only things that's gold in nature is a pineapple, right? And the most
No.
popular dome in the world.
Apples. There's a lot of things that are
It's
yellowish gold in the world.
Yeah, apples are
Flowers.
red. You can type it in your freaking emoji.
You're talking to a couple of farmers. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
In general-
I'm gonna argue that not all apples are red.
matter what.
I can.
Wait, what were you saying?
that.
I feel like there's like an endless amount of like, connections that you can make between popular TV shows and things like that with anything.
Yeah, but there's something with this gold or yellow that they keep putting in our face, but like subliminally. So yeah, and then what is even more interesting is the scientific properties of gold. Like it doesn't age. It's has magnetic permeability.
Well, that's
It's
what I was
like,
saying. That's why
you know, like
significant, because it's been sought after for a long time.
oh, you were asking about the cyclical nature of the sky, right? So 28 days for the moon to do its phases, 14 weaning, 14 waxing, 28 days, and then 365. So if you break that down into 30-day months, it'd be like 13 months. You look at the back of a turtle. A turtle has 13 squares on the outside and 28 squares on the top. So when they say flat Earth is on the back of a turtle, like the sky, it actually is on like the back of a turtle. It's really weird. Like, and my buddy had
Okay,
5
so
different
you don't
kinds.
think it's completely flat. You think it's rounded a bit?
Oh, it's topographical plane. So like there's valleys and rivers and mountains, but the oceans at rest would be completely flat. Like that's a property of water. That's how they level houses. Is they use back in the day you used to use like a tube and they'd put water in the tube and they hold one side up and they hold another side up and then they'd match them. So like if that level hit this,
Well, they still
boom.
use that.
So now you usually
Like a
use
little
radar.
hole.
Now, or not radar, lasers. Now they usually use
yeah, you know, you're
lasers to level things. But that's another thing, lasers. I've shot a laser over the Salton Sea, 17 miles. If the Earth's a globe 24,901 miles in circumference, it should drop at 8 inches per mile squared, which is 0.666 feet. We'll get to
So it
that
should be
666
arched
shit later.
to an extent.
'Cause that's fucking weird. Okay, so Satan. So at 17 miles, you're like. So at 17 miles. 17 miles, that shit drops like over 200 feet, right? But we've stood shore to shore with the laser and had it like 4 feet above the ground, and you can see it from the other side. And you can take a mirror and reflect the sunlight, because the sunlight's bright, you know, it's like a laser. and you could hit the other side. They'll see the shimmer on from the other side from 17 miles. Like the world record photo is 270 miles, and that's not even a flat earther. That's just some glober who like jerks off to camera equipment,
So what if
and he's like, I want to see how far I could shoot this shit. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't even trying to prove anything.
What if we go
And then
back
he
in
shot it,
time, though,
and I'm like,
think
yoink,
about
thanks.
How people traveled, they used the stars and whatnot.
Celestial navigation, because the
Right.
stars are constant. The constellations are. That's in the word.
Yeah, okay.
Constellations,
Yes,
constant.
Right. So if
So we know
I mean,
stellar.
do you believe in that?
Yeah, I don't believe in stellar parallax, which
So
is what they
then
teach
if
in
the
schools,
Earth isn't
which would
round, how
violate
would
the fact that we have constellations.
mathematically work?
What was that?
If the Earth isn't round, how like mathematically how would that work for them to be able to
The sky.
travel oceans and like?
Yeah, the sky's a map and a clock, and so as it's circling, what they do is they take the sextant, they line it up to the horizon, they triangulate using a triangle with straight lines.
They're straight.
You can't triangulate on a curve. This is crazy, guys. So if the horizon's curved, you ain't triangulating anything. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so they use a sextant. They look at there and like they're like, okay, the star. And actually, you're not supposed to triangulate any star below 30 degrees above the horizon because there's too much freaking refraction. Like, if you can see a star like over there, because there's so much crap in between you and the star, like it might be over there, but you're seeing it up there because
Well, also light years, like the time that it takes to.
light years are fake. Light years are fake. Light is like, it's not real. Instant. Light is instant. It's super
No,
crazy.
it's not.
Okay. Prove it.
Prove it. If you turn a light on in a room, it starts here and it ends there at a certain point.
Oh, so if you're really fast, you could turn the light on and get into bed before the light
Not
hits the
me,
bed?
personally, I
If you're
can't
really
see the
fast,
light.
though. I think it's instantaneous. That's one of the things I can't really prove. But they made up the speed of light, straight up, because you don't know the medium. You can't test the medium of space. We don't have a vacuum strong enough. The Sandusky Research Center is the strongest vacuum in the world. It's in Ohio. It's 6 feet thick concrete walls with 2 feet thick aluminum reinforced, which means vacuums need containers. Right? There are no natural vacuums in nature. Because, like, nature abhors a vacuum is what Tesla said. But if you put gas next to a vacuum, okay, if you pop your car tire and there's less pressure outside the tire, the gas goes out, right? So if you have a ball with gas around it and a vacuum with no car tire, not even a pop, not even a hole in the ozone layer, but no car tire, what does the gas do? It would fuck off into space so fast, bro. So the fact that we breathe every 5 seconds is proof we don't live in a vacuum.
I breathe every 1 second. Just hyperventilating all the time.
Chuck Norris doesn't sleep, he waits.
No, you just punch your face.
Very nice.
You guys are all over there and I'm like over here. I feel like I'm like all by myself, dude.
It's fucking good.
I was
It's hot.
actually curious what
Like
you
you
were
were
drinking.
saying, the
Oh,
flavor
this?
you get from
I got another one if you want a bubble wrap hazy.
I'm kind of like, Coronas do best with my
Yo.
stomach. but
Right on.
I was just looking at
speakers.
what bubble
See,
wrap
you were
hazy
playing
IPA.
music earlier.
I have some good music, yeah.
Oh yeah, share that.
Let's jam some, dude. Here we go.
Share that.
Whoa! Someone sent me a Cash App while I was here, dude. I got a donation for my activism while I was chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Yes! That's freaking cool, bro. It's because I lost 200,000 subs. Like my income went down 95%, bro. Like insane, dude. But it's all good. The creator always provides for me, bro. Like he provides for all of us. Like I said, we're so connected to the air. Like we breathe every 5 seconds. And did we make the air? No. You know what I mean? Did we make our lungs?
I like.
No. It's like all this stuff was given to us, dude.
Like on the first
You know?
time when
You guys are so cool, bro.
Thanks for coming over
Cheers,
to
dude.
our campsite, man.
Love you guys,
Have you
dude.
been to this campsite before?
Never. I drove in today. I drove in from
You said you're from,
Weaverville, Hayfork, yeah, like Hayfork, Junction City. I've been growing weed out there with my buddy Daryl, but like I've been traveling doing flat Earth until like all my shit got deleted, and I was like, I was running out of my money savings, and I was like, Daryl, I need work, and I went there for like I was gonna go for like a week and make like $1,000 and keep doing my activism, but I just loved it there, bro. We were on the Trinity. We would smoke joints and float down the thing on like pool rafts every day, dude. So where are you guys from?
we're from Sonoma County.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're just road tripping up here.
Right on, dude. Yeah, this campsite's pretty legit, dude.
Yeah, I've never been here.
How far you road tripping up?
This is actually probably the most
farthest north?
we're headed.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've heard that like just that other redwood just north of here is like the crazy redwoods. Auric, yeah,
Auric,
like
National
Jasper or
Redwood,
like
and Jedediah also.
Jedediah, that's
Yeah.
it, dude.
Yeah, we really wanted to make it up there. Honestly, I was kind of really keen.
So you had friends up here already?
Last couple nights. Actually, this is my buddy who also is from Sonoma County, and
Oh.
I didn't even know he was on this trip. We just like met
Dope,
up
dude.
here. So I was super.
We did it.
How's the acid you guys took? Is it good?
We actually switched to a little bit of mushroom. This
Oh,
is a
right.
little bit later.
Nice, dude. I like your style, dude. Dude, I was camping at BLM Land, Alabama Hills, where they film like Iron Man and shit. It's a really cool place, right? It's got,
Where is that from here?
like 4 hours, like it's like
4 hours east.
east and south, like on the other side of Yosemite. Like from here to Yosemite.
South of Shasta.
Yeah. I went through Yosemite, picked up a hitchhiker right outside. She actually got me in for free, bro. Yosemite sucks, dude. You wait like 2 hours to get in.
Wait, yeah, I feel
Fucking
it feels congested.
Pay and like, dude, it's a state park. That shit, you should be able to drive through there. You know, like
It's congested.
even here, like $35 a night. Like that's
Man.
way more than like.
I haven't really done a trip like this up the coast, and I was a little bit surprised by 35 and 40.
That's a lot of money for one night. Picnic table and a bin, you know, from the state. From the state.
I was surprised by that.
From
I
the
was
state.
like, wow,
Yeah.
35, 40.
They're milking everyone, bro. And with the COVID thing, they shut down all the small businesses, so they have really streamlined the money.
I mean, yeah, where I live, like,
And
I
so
see that. I see that day to day just because of like, where
right, so I was just
Yeah. What do you do for work?
Oh no,
I work at a little coffee shop, like this little small
Dope,
business
right
on
on.
Bodega Bay,
Something
coffee and
that
ice cream,
we're like-
and then I work for a nonprofit
something about booty, so it's not really
nature
loud,
conservancy organization.
Oh, really? Did you like saving redwoods and stuff like that, or?
We buy land, we purchase it, and then we preserve it and prevent development. in
Oh,
the future,
cool.
and,
Have you
like,
ever seen Leave It to Beaver?
open public access.
got in between the camera.
No, but I'm already in that.
All right, yeah. Cause
I'm
dude,
already,
have you ever
my
heard-
friends work to make beaver analog dams.
Yeah, okay.
So you, like, moved
Have you ever heard of
steps, and I, like,
Back to Eden gardening with the wood chips?
danced.
No.
Okay, so everything in nature, like when it hits the ground, it doesn't fall on like dirt. It has like foliage and leaves and stems and shit. So this guy started putting like wood chips and shit, like soft foliage. Not only does it insulate the dirt, right? So it keeps the heat in when it's cold.
Well, you're talking dry wine.
Dude,
Dry wine farming.
it's a great freaking documentary. Back to Eden for sure.
Awesome. Okay, I'll check that
And
out.
Leave It to Beaver too. It was like crazy. They put a beaver somewhere, and like 20 years later, it's like a forest.
Are you familiar with Sonoma County at all?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Well, there's this one family. They're the Martinellis. They own a lot of stuff. They have wine.
Apple cider? Martinelli's? Apple cider?
Yeah, I think
Is
that's
that them?
maybe one of them. There's like a bunch of different.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of different members of the family.
All right, right on.
But basically, one of them does dry vineyard farming, which is what you're talking about. Which he
Okay.
utilizes some of like
Yeah.
aspects what you're talking about, where wood chips. Yeah, insulate the ground. He waters it for the first, I think, 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
of having his thing, and then he doesn't. And then he doesn't.
You don't have to
that
water.
vineyard again.
Yeah, I know.
Leaves it. I've been to his farm. Yeah, it's super cool.
I don't remember.
Yeah, man.
I remember
That's funny. I want to check what this guy said, dude.
kind of, and my buddy's kid was like singing some song. We were all like jamming on the way back, on the walk back to the car. He's like this 5-year-old.
Oh, dude, he said for gas money, he knows I'm on the road, bro. That's amazing, dude. People are so amazing, bro.
Little Rowan.
Throw in some more wood here.
Hell yeah.
I was really sad.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm not asking, but if you feel inclined or inspired to support, Gio and I would really appreciate it. We'll see y'all later. Peace. You can dance if you want to. Biodome.